Hi everyone, and welcome to part 2 of my series Healthy Beautiful, which I wanted to make because I wanted to show you what I do on a daily just to keep my body healthy, my skin healthy, my hair, my mind. And I wanted to share all of those things with you. And in part 2, we're gonna talk about healthy skin. So I will guide you through everything that I do for my skincare routine, but also my body care routine, just to make sure that my skin is healthy. And we talked already about the inner health in the last video, because I think that's the first step you have to do. It all comes from the inside, and everything you do on the outside is just an add-on and just will improve what you already achieve with just being healthy from the inside. So let's start with my morning skincare routine. I really simplified my morning skincare routine to not use too many products. It's really just the things that my skin needs. That being said, really, it can work for you, but it can also not work for you. The products that I'm using are specifically for my skin and for my skin needs. So for my morning skincare routine, I don't wash my face in the morning anymore. I do that for months already. And even though I work out in the morning, I'm not a heavy sweater when it comes to my face. So since I don't wash my face in the morning, what I do first thing is facial massage, and I use this thermal water spray from Aven. I love it, and it's not just water. It's thermal water, and it's actually really calming, and I use it for facial massage. Yes, I don't use a serum or anything because I apply them afterwards, and I think facial massage really just needs some kind of lubricant to be effective. Then I go straight in with toner. I'm using this Heart Leaf toner, really popular right now, but I have to say it is really good. It's really hydrating, and it is suitable for more sensitive skin because it is not so harsh. So it is really calming and hydrating, so that's really good for my skin. Then while my skin is still a little bit damp, I go in with the Snail Mucin, the Cosrx Snail Mucin as well, really popular, but that really changed my skin. Like, this really repairs your skin barrier and it hydrates so well. And I really focused in my skincare more on hydration. So the next step is I put on this Centella Ampule. It's basically a more stronger serum, but this serum is again hydrating, has also probiotics in it, and just gives your skin everything it needs. And in the morning, I don't use moisturizer anymore because I'm using a really hydrating sunscreen. It is this sunscreen from Isntree, and this is also with hyaluronic acid, and you see it already how hydrating it is. It is a really nice texture, makes your skin super glowy, and protects it, of course. Factor 50 sun protection. With sunscreens, you have to be really careful because some can really clog your pores, or they're just having the wrong ingredients for your skin type. I used once one with bee wax in it, which my skin just didn't like, and you really have to be careful about the textures of your sunscreen and the ingredients. So definitely have to try out a few because they can cause acne as well. So this is everything I do for my morning skincare routine. Like I said, it's not a lot of products, it's really simple, and I really focus just on hydration. And I guess in the winter time I will add a moisturizer again, but now for the summertime it's perfectly fine with my sunscreen. So after I've finished all of that, it's of course time for some makeup, but I have to say I stripped down on that as well a lot. I don't really use that much makeup anymore. I use a lipstick and some brow products, and the rest is really just skincare. So after I applied the hyaluronic acid sunscreen, I go in also from Isntree with this tinted sunscreen, and this one is just is magical. Before I used the one from La Roche-Posay, which is also really good, but the texture is just different. The La Roche-Posay one is really, really thick and really white. So, I mean, I am pale, but this one from Isntree just has the right tone, and it really just evens out your skin. It makes it just perfect looking. Again, moisturizing and protecting. And I like it instead of just putting on foundation or concealer. I just use this, and it is really enough for me. It's enough coverage for me. I don't have to cover my whole face. I just don't find it necessary. Then for blush and for my lips, I just use this lipstick from Refi. This is a beautiful color, and it's a lip blush. I love the texture, and also that it is so thick, and yeah, it's just a perfect color as a blush and for the lips. And when you put on the same color on your cheeks as on your lips, it immediately looks more natural. And I find this just a really convenient way, because I have everything in one product. It's really easy to reapply throughout the day, and yeah, it's just, that's all I need. Then for brows, I have this brow sculpting product, and this is, I don't know, it's not even like a really known brand, I think. I just found it one day in a drugstore here in Spain, and I just love it. This is perfect. This will put your brows in place the whole day. You really just apply it in the morning. Don't use too much, otherwise it gets a little bit flaky. But when you just use the right amount, and it just stays on. And I love my brows like this. I love them just being, you know, having this laminated look. And then I just fill them in with a brow pencil. And this is also just one from Amazon. So I really stripped down my whole makeup routine quite a lot. Then I have to say, quite recently, maybe for a few months, I really started focusing on the skin of my body, the rest of my body, not just my face. Also have a more natural approach to it. I think all of the body lotions you can buy, they're just full of crap that you really don't need in a body lotion. Sometimes I don't even know what's in it. So I started to make my own. And this is actually a recipe or an ingredient list of, I will put her here on screen. This girl on TikTok, she is selling this body balm as well, but she was so kind and put like the whole ingredient list on her TikTok. So I basically just make it myself now, and it's a game changer. This is like, you put it on in the night, and in the morning your skin is just so soft and hydrated. And in general, this body balm is so hydrating, and it has so simple ingredients. So I make it just with unrefined shea butter. You just melt it down, then let it cool off a little bit in the fridge, and then you just start putting in the oils that you like. I like castor oil because it's really hydrating and goes deep into the skin. Then I put a little bit of vitamin E in there and some olive oil as well. And that's it, basically. You mix it all up, and it creates this really nice paste, and then you just fill it in an empty container. I just used like a glass that I still had. And yeah, the ingredients are inexpensive, really. Like shea butter is so inexpensive, and the other oils as well. You can also go with jojoba oil, or you know, like any kind of oil, almond oil, what you want. She has also a lot more oils in there, but I, keep it basic with things that I have easy access to and that I can just really quickly always remake this body balm. And yeah, it just feels really amazing. Then always before I shave, I do a scrub, because that really helps with not getting those razor bumps. I prefer shaving over like laser or waxing. I just prefer it. This is more easier for me. And yes, to do a scrub really helps with not only that your skin gets super smooth, but yeah, also that you don't get those razor bumps. And again, for the scrub, I just make it myself. I literally just take your normal white sugar, put in a little bit of honey and some olive oil, mix it all up, and this is just the easiest thing. I mean, most body scrubs are sugar based, so it's really you know, all you need. You don't really have to buy one where there's also perfume in there and other stuff that you don't really need. This is an easy peasy thing and has a lot of benefits. And then we are at my nighttime skincare routine, which is not that different from my morning skincare routine. I basically use the same products. I do double cleansing. So I have this cleanser, which is a hyaluronic acid cleanser. So it's a hydrating cleansing oil. So that's the first step of your like double cleansing routine. Should always be an oil cleanser or a balm cleanser, and it basically just dissolves your makeup and makes it easier to remove it. But for me, it's more also about the sunscreen, to dissolve the sunscreen to get it off of my skin. Just really rub it in there, and you should massage it in like for a minute at least. So I do it for a few minutes to really just dissolve everything. And then you go in with a foam cleanser. I'm using this from CeraVe. Also, again, inexpensive. You get a lot for your money. Lasts you a long time, and it's just really good. So I go in with that to then also cleanse my pores. On 2 nights per week, I do a glycolic acid toner as the next step to just have a little bit of exfoliation. And then I go in again with the Heartleaf toner for some hydration. And then 3 times a week I'm using retinol, and I'm using this again from Avène. This is the A-Oxidative Soin Peeling, the peeling cream. And I use this like 3 times a week. I think with retinol it's really important that you don't overuse it. Don't use it every day. Maybe 2 or 3 times a week is more than enough. So if I don't use the retinol, then I go straight in with the snail mucin again after the toner. Or if I use the retinol, then I let the retinol absorb a little bit. Just do a little spritz of water and then go in with the snail mucin again. Then the Centella Ampule again, and then in the night I use a moisturizer, and I'm just using this the Ordinary moisturizer. I'm using it for a long time already. It's a really basic moisturizer. Then for my lashes and my brows, on some nights I'm using castor oil, so I'm putting that on with this little brush, and it really moisturizes, and it just grows them so much. And it also darkens them a little bit, which I like as well. So yeah, that is everything that I do for a healthy skin, body and face. And it's really simple in my opinion. It's not too much steps. I will definitely look into getting a little bit more tools. I am a fan of tools. So what I will definitely get is a red light lamp to just do some red light therapy to, again, like stimulate collagen, but also calming your skin. It's also really good for like acne treatment, you know, to get rid of some bacteria on your skin, but also it is good for your overall well-being to just do some red light therapy. It's good for your mind as well. And then I found this wand, this electro wave wand. I don't know. It's just, I would try it out. I don't know if it really does something, but it looks cool. But yeah, that was it for part 2, and I see you again in part 3, where I talk all about my hair care routine. See you in the next one.